Continue getting more reaction on one of our top stories where the Constitutional Court dismissed Toni Mphephu Ramabulana's application for leave to appeal against a judgment which set aside the decision to appoint him as the king of the Vhavenda Traditional Council. The court ruled in favor of Masindi Mphephu, a princess of the Vhavenda royal house. The princess launched a cross appeal against the decision of the Supreme Court of Appeal that was back in 2019. Now, for more on this story, I'm joined by Ntsieni Ramabulani, who is the Vhavenda royal family spokesperson. Mr. Ramabulana, a pleasure to have you on the program this afternoon. Now, the Constitutional Court on Friday dismissed the application for leave to appeal by Toni Mphephu Ramabulana. This was against a judgment which basically set aside the decision to appoint him as the king of the Vhavenda Traditional Council. Speak to us about what the implication of this court ruling is, and does it now set aside a separate and lower court's decision which recognizes Toni Mphephu Ramabulana as the king?
Thank you very much for inviting me. Obviously, we received the judgment yesterday. We are scheduled to have counsel with our legal team tomorrow as a family, and they will go through the implications of that. I think it is then after that that we'll be able to draft some kind of a response in terms of how we then move forward.
Now, as we wait for your formal response, this battle over the kingship of the Vhavenda royal house has been ongoing for some time. What will it take to finally put the matter to rest?
I think if, just a bird's view of the judgment yesterday, quite essentially what it does say is that the matter needs to go back before the Royal Council. And I think they had issue with the constitution of the Royal Council to say that it was not properly constituted. So I think it is just something that I picked up from there. Right. So quite essentially the authority to choose who can become the incumbent always lies within the Royal Council. So I think those are some of the issues that will be ventilated tomorrow in that meeting. And in their wisdom, the Royal Council will have to give us direction in terms of how do we move forward.
Of course, there's been some reaction from Princess Masindi Mphephu. I want to take part of her statement, which she reacts to the court judgment, saying that the decision restores confidence in the judicial process. What do you make of her assertions?
Well, nothing really. I think, we as well as the family also respect that, and I think we'll abide by the ruling of the law. We have got trust in our judicial system. Like I said, as a family, we need to sit down and, look over the judgment and see just how do we then move forward.
Right, that's the royal family spokesperson, Ntsieni Ramabulani, giving us his response there to what seems to be a developing story. He's already mentioned that the royal family will be meeting tomorrow to decide or chart a way forward regarding this protracted legal battle.